Hi there, my name is Nikki Lerzek. I'm the Instructional Services Librarian for Genesee Community College, and this video is to help students in CRJ 101 be successful with their Comparative Legal Systems assignment. So what we're going to do is we're starting on the college's main page, and we're going to head to the library. Once we get to the library, we're going to come to the course guides. And once we come to the course guides, we're going to hover over criminal justice because we want to see our options, and there's CRJ 101 Comparative Assignment. This guide has a lot of boxes and there's a lot of resources, and I don't have the time to spend going over everything here. I'm trying to keep this short, so I'm going to hit the highlights. What is it you really need to know about? In the center, I've given you some suggestions about how you'd go about this assignment, and I start by suggesting the library's book catalog. This is convenient for people who are local to Batavia or able to come to Batavia. If you cannot, then this will not really work for you because these are print books in the library. I've given you some suggestions for how you might need to search because it might take a couple tries, or you might find you have nothing on your country. That happens sometimes, depends on the country. So I'm going to go to the library catalog, and I'm going to demo United States, and I'm going to show you what happens when I search justice. I get over 1,200 results, which is a lot. So I got a lot. I'm going to narrow it down. You will probably not get nearly as many as I did. I'm adding criminal to justice, and I'm going to create a phrase there for criminal justice, and therefore I'm going to put that phrase inside quotation marks. So I've got now from 1,200 to 300. That's a little more reasonable. It's still a lot. You might consider changing the sort from relevance to date newest, or to compare what you get when those two different types of sorts, because you might like the newer book better than the more relevant. And when you use a book from the library, if you use a book from the library, you will need to cite the information, which is in APA style, and I have a library tool that will try to help me with citation, but it doesn't always do a great job. There are 4 basic citation styles. APA is only selected because I've been doing this, and you'd probably see MLA. So you can see here I can copy it, I can paste it, but I need to fix it. It's missing this person's first initial for whatever reason, and you would either want to take a look at our APA style sheet, which is another box on that CRJ 101 guide, or you might come down to the other bottom corner here, diagonally across, and get in touch with a librarian to say, hey, can you look this citation over? Can you help me with it? Which we're happy to do. If you can't come to Batavia, no worries. We have online reference books, or we have a print reference book to which we are happy to scan and send you the information on your country. So if you are not able to come to Batavia, definitely reach out to us, let us know what country you have, and we are happy to scan and send this to you. You also want to make sure you use an online reference book, if not all 3 of these reference books. I'm just going to come to the bottom one because why not? And I can see that this book is in 2 volumes, so alphabetically I would want to see where is my country. I've chosen Iceland as my example now, so I'm coming down here to countries, and alphabetically I would just scroll down until I find Iceland, and there it is. And now I've got the main entry for Iceland. When you're looking at encyclopedia databases, it's always a good idea to look for a PDF or a download option because that will be like a photocopy from a book. And that means now I've got page numbers for citation purposes. That's important. If I'm grabbing information from page 474, I want to know that it's from page 474. Along with that is another citation tool. Again, make sure you're looking at APA, copy it, paste it, review it, check it against a librarian. All of these things are important. Besides looking for my country alphabetically, as I did, I also have an option to search within my book. And I'm going to search Iceland here. The reason why I might consider doing that instead of the alphabetical listing is because I will get the main entry, as we have, but I will also see places where my country will also be mentioned or referred to, some statistics they might have included. That would be good to know. So I suggest if you're only going to do one way of looking at an encyclopedia, I would search within, but you have those options. So we've got online encyclopedias, we've got that print encyclopedia set. We also have a database over here, which is good to know about. There's a bunch, but specifically you should know about Country Watch, which has what's called country reviews. So I could look up my particular country. Again, I'm going to check out Iceland. There it is. And now what I've got is a lot of information about Iceland, the history of the country, as well as their government functions. So their executive, legislative, and judicial authority, their government structure. So I can see what kind of a government are they. Tells me about their judicial branch, their legal system, things that you guys would want to know. In terms of citing this, we do have an entry in our APA style sheet that does talk about how to cite this, and the example you're looking at is down here under edited books. So here's Country Watch. The only thing that's changed slightly is you'll notice here I don't have a hyphen between this woman's name, and apparently she's now hyphenated. That changed since the last time I did the guide. So she's Youngblood-Coleman. But you can see that it's told me she's the editor of the book, when this was last updated, what section you might have looked at. If you look at multiple sections in Country Watch, if you use the government structure and the government functions, governance and politics, then I would probably just say you used political overview because you used multiple sections rather than listing each one of them. So political overview at least gives the general area that it came from and for what country, and then Country Watch. So you can see that we've given you the basics. You would just need to know the date of your country's last update, and that sort of information can be found here at the PDF for this country. Here's Iceland, and right up at the very top it tells me that Iceland is current as of 2022. So not all of the countries will be current as of 2022. Definitely you want to check your country if you use this guide. So I like Country Watch. The other place that's good to know about is we do have some helpful websites. In particular, the United Nations has some really great statistics at the bottom of their site. So if you scroll down, you will find statistics and surveys, so crime statistics, world crime trend reports, good stuff. So this is just a quick video to tell you about what sort of resources are useful here. By all means, please reach out to us if you have any questions. And good luck with your assignment.